Welcome everybody to another episode of Gothic 1 walkthrough. We are continuing from the same place we stopped and made a pause last time. So now we need to go talk to Thoris. Thoris is this guy in heavy armor right here. So we're gonna talk to him.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
For your information, even if you give him those 1,000 nuggets, he won't let you in the castle. You will be able to hand the letter over to the magicians, but you will not be able to join the old camp, and you will not proceed into the chapter 2. So doing that is absolutely pointless. We're gonna go here.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Okay.
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you. And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
I need to get into the castle. I have a letter here for the High Fire Mage.
And you expect me to let you stroll inside the castle to hand it over and collect your reward?
Yeah.
Okay, show me the letter.
I'm not letting you handle it. Forget it.
Okay, I've forgotten.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the outer ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the outer ring.
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. If you remember, a hunter outside the old camp mentioned this guy Mordrag and how you can get cheap goods from him. Now I'm gonna go talk to Diego here.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
I'm not gonna waste my learning points here because I'm gonna need 10 learning points to learn something from Fingers. That's actually a task. On this chest. You open chests with the combination of the left and right arrow key. and use lockpicks to do it. You can buy them, collect them. I just collected 3. Okay, next thing is that I need to go to Graham to get a map, and this guy is gonna...
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it, but it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
People always talk.
Don't pay this guy, because he's gonna ask for 10 ore every day. He's just annoying it. He can't really do anything to. Actually, he can't. But I have to accept it.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
He can make your trap here and pay with that grim guy over there.
Hey, you!
Right now,
Aren't you the guy who wants to join the camp?
What if I am?
I could help you.
And how?
There are 2 guys sitting around outside the camp. One of them has stolen something from the ore barons. It's a precious amulet, which should have arrived with the last convoy. One of them should still be in possession of the amulet. If we attack them together, we should manage. I couldn't do it on my own. What do you say?
If you accept this, he is gonna ambush you with those 2 guys, and they're gonna beat the crap out of you. This is because you didn't play Bloodwind. And I'm just gonna do this.
Not interested. You'll have to look for somebody else.
With this kind of attitude, you won't last long here. Just tell me if you change your mind.
Some people
You don't stand a chance against them right now. So I'm just gonna go take a map. Graham?
That wasn't very clever.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
I'm not gonna pay, I'm gonna threaten him.
Give me the map or I'll take it.
Hey, be cool, man. I don't want trouble. Here, take the map and leave me alone.
Okay, we've done that. The next thing is that you need to do a couple of missions around here. We're not gonna do the mission with Mordred right now. Later. Now this guy you should avoid. He's called Millet. He is gonna follow you everywhere if you approach him. He's gonna stop you in the middle of a road, in the middle of a conversation. This guy stopped you.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Okay, everything else is pretty clear. Now here is Fingers.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what you want to know.
Now I'm gonna learn open locks because it's much more useful than pickpocketing. I never learned pickpocketing because I don't do that. It's boring.
How can I improve my lockpicking skills?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? It's not too difficult to begin with. Above all, you have to make sure that your lockpick doesn't break off. If you're a little bit more patient in future, you'll see that you won't need that many lockpicks anymore.
Okay, and
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Yes, you've learned something which makes you quite useful to us. We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp here. You'll have my vote.
and that pretty much means you've got one shadow on your side. I believe that you need 5. That's the first. And I'm gonna show you how to do the second one, which is this guy, Scary. It's pretty simple actually.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all 3 camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
No.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
Now, here's how you impress him. You cannot actually beat these guys, at least until you're a little bit stronger, but I'm gonna save first, just in case. You talk to this guy Kareem?
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
I'll challenge you. Let's go to the arena.
You? I'll have you for breakfast, kid. Do yourself a favor and get lost.
So you don't get hurt, you coward?
Don't you have any better ideas, boy?
Now, there are a lot of things out here you can tell them, but there's only one that actually works, and it's this one, the last
You're
one.
only here to get a chance to kiss Gomez's ass.
What? You worm. You know nothing about us. The new camp is independent from all that shit. And apart from that, there's only one reason why I'm here, so I can beat the brains out of smartasses like you. It'll be my pleasure to do the same to you. Your destiny is awaiting you in the arena.
Now, he was gonna fight you, but there's a trick. Whenever you get defeated in a fight, not here anywhere, you're gonna lose half your ore. So I'm just gonna drop it here, so I don't have any ore for him to take. He's gonna fight me, he's gonna defeat me, and he doesn't have anything to take.
Pain is a question of willpower.
He's probably gonna defeat me with one blow.
Next time, I'll kill you.
Something else instead.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
You see,
He doesn't even have ore on him.
he would have taken half my ore if I didn't drop it out there. I'm just gonna wait for a little while for this guy to wake up.
Same old story every time.
And the ore I dropped back there is intact. Nice trick, huh? Now I go talk to Scary, and
I challenge Karim.
And boy, did he whack you. Still, you chose the right opponent. I just can't stand those bastards from the new camp. Seems like you feel the same way. You're just the kind of guy we need.
Okay, this guy can...
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I don't have the learning points right now, but it's a very useful skill and you should definitely learn it. Where am I going? Okay, so that's 2 shadows, those need impressing. I need 3 more. And right here I'm gonna find the meat bugs I need for that meat bug do. If you remember, I told you that when I killed those 2 meat bugs at the beginning, I told you that we're gonna need their meat for a mission later, and this is what I meant. That those things are so difficult to kill. I'm gonna try with pickaxe. It's larger. See? There's a trick to everything. Oh. Yeah. 1 more. Where's the last one? This box is empty. Let me try checking it. There's supposed to be 1 more meat burger here somewhere. I do not know where it is. LOL. I just saw it out here actually. And I have no freaking idea where it went. Okay, it doesn't really matter. There are other places you can find meat bugs. I'm gonna show you how to do that later. This jackal guy is also gonna want to take your...
new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
What if I don't pay?
Hey, man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around. Collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime, but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
Yeah. See you later.
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
Okay, and here is more drag. I'm not gonna talk to him yet because I'm not gonna do that mission.
Maybe.
No meat bugs here. I thought there will be some meat bugs in this old hut as well.
I doubt that's ever
But no.
You're very probably right. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
And I'm gonna show you how to impress 1 more shadow.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Not right now. I'm gonna show you how to impress 1 more shadow in this episode, and it is this guy called Wrestler.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
It's actually very simple task. The most simple, I think. Simplest.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore.
No.
Interested?
He asks you for 10 or more than Whistler gave you. Now,
maybe later.
even I have one to buy it, but I'm not gonna, so I can show you what can you do if you don't have any ore. You can do. You just go back to Whistler and ask him for 10 more. Very simple.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
Go back and buy the sword.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
And that's it. Here, I just bring it to Whistler. Here it is. Go back to him. I have your sword.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Okay. And that's 3 shadows I managed to impress, and I think this is where I'll be ending this episode. So, like, comment, subscribe if you like what I did. Here, and peace.